Welcome back, guys, and it's now time for our final product demo of the week. Woof, how has that come to that? It's flown by. We're joined by FlexWhere. Rutger Jan Luan, Chief Operational Officer of FlexWhere, will be presenting their solution that provides organizations visually clear and user-friendly tools to optimize the workplace as we move towards a blended working model. Finding colleagues, booking desks and meeting rooms, retrieving workplace statistics, and producing cleaners reports can all be done simply using FlexWare. If you've got any questions during the presentation, please feel free to add these in the Q&A box on the top right-hand corner of your screens. I'll be putting your questions to Rutger Jan after this demonstration. So I'm going to hand over for a live presentation now.
Thank you, Joe. Thank you, everybody. Welcome, everybody. I would like to share my screen now first. One moment. Okay. Here we go. Is it clear, Joe, this screen? Okay.
Yep, but you can see the screen. It looks fantastic.
Thank you. I'm from Dutch View. Dutch View is an organization. We are headquartered from Dutch View is in Deventer. We also have a sales office in London, in Steinfurt, Germany, and our development team is in Bangalore. Our systems are about 10 years, so we have a lot of experience in flexible working, and I would like to show our product FlexWhere. I will start with a demo from our smartphone application, then I go to the desktop application, and I will share a little bit information about the control center, that you can make your own adjustments in the system. And of course, after that, I can answer some questions from the audience. So I go first to the demo of my smartphone. Well, you can see I've got a few locations in my system. I will click on London. And for example, I'm a employee. I would like to book a desk for next week. So I go to the ground floor. I would like to have a look, where can I sit? I would like to make a reservation, so I click underneath on my screen, and I would like to make a reservation on Monday, reservation on the 14th. I can see there's one desk occupied for Monday, so there are plenty of desks free for me, so I will book this workplace. Click on it, and I can make a booking for a day, a morning, afternoon, or I make a customized booking. I click for day, already booked, so I have to click another desk. So, oh sorry, I've already booked this one, so I cancel this one, and I can show you now how to book your desk. And as you can see, I've booked this for Monday for the whole day. And when I go back to my location, I go back to the real-time occupation for today, and what you can see there are little desks with different colors. Red, it means this desk is occupied. The green one are the desks are free, the workplaces are free. Due to COVID, you can also block workplaces, so nobody can make a reservation, so you have a good view of what is able to book or what not. The yellow ones are the reserved workplaces, and it's yellow because the person is not in the office yet, because when you log in with your computer, it automatically changes the yellow desk into red. So yellow is reserved workplace, and red, the person is already in the office and working now on that desk, and that's why it's red occupied. We also have a color blue, and that means those are the fixed desks, not available to make a reservation. So that's for colleagues who don't work in a hybrid way. They have a fixed workplace. Also, we have meeting rooms. There are two ways of meeting rooms reservations. You can make a reservation of your in Outlook or Google Agenda, and those reservations will be shown in FlexWhere application. But for the smaller meeting rooms, you can also make an ad hoc reservation directly. So if I see now there are two meeting rooms available, I can click on one of the meeting rooms and I can make my reservation now directly for 60 minutes. It's turned to red. I walk there with my colleague and we can have a sit for an hour. So those are the two options with the reservation meeting rooms. I go to the next screen, that's our desktop version. Here it is. And sorry, I have to get this a little bit down. Here are also the same look and feel from FlexWhere. I go to London Place. It's also good, I can find colleagues. So if I would like to find, for example, Emma, and I see Emma is available, and when I click on it, I go straight to Emma and she is sitting over here. Well, she's not sitting there because this desk is reserved, but she's not logged in, so that's why we can see that, that she's not on the workplace yet. When I click on the workplace, I can see there's a Rosie, and when I click on Rosie, I can see she is available, and you have the information of your colleague in here. And I can also look for a first aid person, so when I click on side tab bar, I can see, well, there's one here, Rosie Doran, and she has a first aid certification diploma, so I can ask her for help. That's about the functionality of FlexWhere, and the good thing to know is that you don't need hardware for using our system, because what we do is that we have a tray app installation on your software from FlexWhere, and we make a connection with your MAC address for your laptop, your desktop, or your docking station. And because we make the docking station connected with the graphical workplace in FlexWhere, we know when you log in that it's connected with this desk, and so that's why we can find you in there. So that's why we can do it without censoring. It's easy to install. In about 2 days we can install FlexWhere for the whole organization. After we receive the right floor plans, we make it graphical look and feel, easy to read for everybody, and then it will be implemented in the system. I go now to the control center of FlexWhere, and I'm here in the control center, and what's interesting in the control center is that I can, every company can have 1 or 2 persons as administrator in the system. They can add a floor plan in the system, they can make changes. So when I go to, for example, the ground floor, it opens the ground floor. I can move a desk, but also possible to make changes into the desk. I can also add a new workplace. In here I can move that workplace, I can rotate it, and what's very interesting, I can link the device into this workplace. So I have a MAC address of that desktop, and it automatically will connect with this desk. So if someone is using the docking station or the desktop, it automatically shows who is logged in on which workplace. Due to COVID, it's also possible to block your workplace, so this one is blocked and I can make it active again. You can also add a meeting room like this, and I give information about the lead meeting room. And if you would like to have visible the no-shows of meetings, people make reservation for a meeting room, but they cancel the meeting instead of canceling the meeting room. So we can add a sensor in the room, so it will show if everybody is really available in this room. So the no-shows will be shown in the system, so you can still make the room available for yourself. Delete this one. So that's our adjustments you can make yourself. For the organization, you can change the words, of course, make some special additions to the system. And for the organization, it's available in different languages. And I have to click this one. You can have a circle around the desk due to COVID to see if it's occupied, how many meters behind me is it free for colleagues. You can book ahead, you can make adjustments to that settings, and release locked workplaces. That means if I have made a reservation for next week on Monday and I'm not showing up, you can say, well, after 180 minutes, the workplace will be changed into a free workplace again. So that's also adjustable. That's about the settings. It's easy to use, easy for administrators, but also easy for the users themselves. And of course, very interesting is that it gives you a good idea about the statistics, the occupation of the floors. And what you can see, I have to make it up. Well, I don't have good information about occupation because this is, of course, a demo project. But normally on Monday, Tuesday, you will have a line of occupation during that time, a week or day or month. And you can see the difference in occupied or reserved workplaces. And this is a heat map. Well, it doesn't show a lot of details at the moment because, again, it's a demo project. But normally in this heat map, you will see which workplaces were occupied a lot and which were not quite a lot of time free. So you can make adjustments in your building because you have a lot of information about what the use of the workplaces are in your building. And facility reporting, you can make also a report because there's no occupation, but normally you can make a report for your cleaners so they can see on which day the desks were occupied or not. So they will only clean the occupied desk for that day. What we don't, is also interesting, what we don't store is information about employees. We store the information because we make a connection with the Active Directory of the client, but you can also add users into the system yourself. That's the only thing we store, and we don't store time when people come into the office or leaving the office because due to privacy, it's not allowed also in Europe to have to share that information in your organization. So we don't store that information. We only store the occupation of the desk and not about the employees themselves. One good thing about settings also, I can add a list of users. I can just add a new user into the system. You can add a picture, first aid, information about the user. But of course, it's also possible to make it manually or automatically by adding a connection with the Active Directory of the system of the company, so it will make automatic information pushed in from employees into the system. Well, it was quite quick, but I think I've shown everything about FlexWhere. So if there are any questions, please feel free to share with me.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Kian. It was a great presentation. I found it really fascinating. And questions are coming in. And if people do have any more questions, you can put them in the top right-hand side. And of course, all our talks will be available on demand afterwards. So if we start, Kian, if that's okay, how easy is it to update floor plans if changes are made?
Very easy. I've shown in that control center, you can upload floor plans yourself. You can add the desk on every place yourself, and you can make the connection between desk and docking station or desktop or a laptop. And that everybody can do it manually. First time we make a setup for the client, and after that the client will get the information to maintain the system themselves. We also have a support website where all the questions are available for client to find answers about how can I make a change in a floor plan, how can I upload the floor plan, so all the information is there for the client.
That's really helpful because you do forget things, don't you, even though you've been shown them. So, can this be integrated with other systems in place?
Yeah, for example, to make a connection with Outlook is possible. So when you make a reservation for a meeting room, it can also be shown in FlexWhere. So you can add the meeting room into your agenda, and it will be shown in FlexWhere that this meeting room is occupied for that day.
Fantastic. So, how many people can access the control center?
Multiple, but it's about 2 or 3 persons normally who will be added as admin in the system. We have also another role that is desk planner. So I can make a reservation for a desk myself as employee, but a desk planner can be someone from the reception desk. They can plan more desks for a team. For example, if you have a team of marketing, you would like to come to the office next week on Thursday, the desk planner, that can be also the manager of the marketing team, they can plan the desk for his team.
Oh, fantastic. So it's that's really, really useful, isn't it?
Yeah.
So how easy is it to add new colleagues onto the system?
You can do it by manually to add a new colleague, but I think 90% of our clients, we make a connection with the Active Directory in their own environment, and it will push the information into the system. So it goes manually. So if everything changes in the Active Directory of the client, it will automatically change in FlexWare.
Is the amount of users limitless?
Unlimited.
Oh, great. Okay, that's perfect. It's an easy answer, isn't it?
It's very easy. There's one client with more than, I think, 27,000 employees are added into the system, and it works very well.
That's fantastic.
Also interesting to see is that if you make a reservation, you first look who will be also attending that day. So we see a lot of people first look to colleagues. Where are they? Where are they sitting? Are they also coming to the office next week? Before they start booking a desk. That's also very interesting.
So, will the tech be automatically updated if and when this was to be updated, or would that be at an additional cost?
Sorry, I
No, it's
didn't.
okay. So the question's just a little bit unformatted. So will the tech be automatically updated? And if it is updated, not automatically, will that be an extra cost to the customer?
If it's a user-based pricing, so if you add more users for the next month, we will make adjustment in the cost.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the software, is that updated all of the time?
All the time. We have, I think, about every 2 3 weeks an update. Not every time new buttons, because we say less buttons is always better for the users. users of the system, but again, very small things. For example, we are working on AI is that we see that people, for example, every time choose the same desk. So we will make that for them. So if they would like to book a desk, we say, well, your favorite desk is available.
It's so
That's,
interesting, isn't it? That
yeah,
you use the same, that people always go, they gravitate to the same place. It's like they know it, so they understand it, and they, maybe they like the view or whatever. That's a really great addition, I think.
yeah. It's the same when you walk into a train. You always have a kind of a favorite spot where you would like to sit. So it's also in the office.
Human nature.
Yeah.
So how has the software adapted to COVID?
Well, you can block your workplaces. So a lot of clients, they blocked almost all the workplaces at the first lockdown. But after that, they slowly opened the doors again, and they unlocked the workplaces. So, for example, if they have 60 workplaces on the ground floor, they can open 30 workplaces, and the rest is blocked. So that's very easy to handle.
Fantastic, thank you. So how often would you suggest a pull reports?
Um, Pull reports for cleaning, you mean, or
Um, mm,
sorry, I didn't
no, it's
understand.
okay. I presume that means to create a report from the data.
Oh,
The
sorry.
app is, yeah.
Yeah, it's accurate every day. So you have every day you can have a look about the past, what happened from yesterday till 1 year ago, and yeah, we see a lot of customers working with that because that will save a lot of money for the organization to shut down some floors.
So how do you see the software developing in the future? Because you said you've already made amendments through the last year, and I suppose you're kind of constantly trying to change.
Yeah, well, I think we are working on it to make it easier every time. So that will be almost automatically the use of the system for employees, finding colleagues, finding a free desk to help them to make it possible. And that's where we are working on.
So how does FlexWare contribute to hybrid working?
Yeah, very good. How it contributes is that we make it easy for the employees. It's easy for the customer itself because it got a lot of information about occupancy, and you know exactly how to make your plans and how to sorry.
Okay, you're
Call-
famous. Is
call
it
me,
your
please.
mum calling saying that you're on telly?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But yeah, it gives a lot of questions to answers to the question of hybrid working with our system, and I can imagine that people can fill it in themselves. That they see well everything which hybrid working does is available in FlexWare.
Fantastic. So does it matter if you work from home or at the office with FlexWare?
No, it's also shown because when I was looking for a colleague and I saw the colleague was in the office, it will show directly to the floor plan where my colleague is sitting, but also it gives the information is not available or is working at home. So you have a button that you click on that you're working at home. So when you're not in the office, it's shown already the person is logged in but not in the office.
Fantastic. So how does FlexWare ensure a safe working environment at the office in these times? I mean, I think that's something that we're all conscious about at the moment, going back into work and back into the office, aren't we?
That's right, and yeah, we see it in blocking workplaces. That's the key in to make it a safe environment.
Fantastic. Well, I've really enjoyed your presentation, Rudgian, and thank you so much for your time.
Thank
Uh,
you, Joe.
Thank you and good luck with FlexWare. We hope you guys enjoyed today's sessions. This afternoon, we have data driven decision making at 2 p.m. So don't miss that. I'll be back next week. Have a great rest of your week and take care.
Thank you very much. Thank you.